Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman, and I would like to welcome you if you are watching live and welcome you if you are listening to the replay after. We are streaming live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and X. If you're out there watching the live show, please comment, say hello so we know you're here. Love to chat with you. And please hit the like or the thumbs up button, or please share. I greatly appreciate that. And I invite you to check out my website, ruthsoltman.com. It's RUTH, S as in Sam, OLT as in Tom, M as in Mary, AN as in Nancy.com. And if you go to my website, you can find out all about my books, my oracle cards, and my services. I hope if you haven't already, you will come over to Telegram and join our amazing Goldylocks Productions group on there. We post daily, sometimes hourly, it seems. But there's a lot of information that is shared over there, a lot of great energy. And, you know, if there's a show cancellation or something, that's the first place you're going to see it. So I hope you will come and join our group. It's a lot of fun. Goldylocks also has an online store where you can purchase some wonderful, wonderful merchandise. So I hope you would check that out. There's many amazing designs. And also, don't forget to check out the Goldylocks Productions oracle cards. They're called Energize. And you get messages from all the different show hosts because we all, you know, took part in writing out the, I don't know if you call them quotes or comments or whatever. So check those out. They're pretty awesome. And if you would like to give a tip or donation, you can do that via my Venmo, a Rumble rant on Rumble, or a super chat or super sticker on YouTube. Your tips and donations are very much appreciated. It does help for me to cover the cost of my show each month. Thank you very much, Robert, for your donation. I have put your name down on my list for when I give messages, and anyone who does make a tip or donation, they're going to go, you know, to the head of the line, so to say, and get a little bit longer message. So if you happen to send me a Venmo, please put it in the comments so that I know that, because otherwise I'm not going to know until after the show. Hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. Okay. And I would like to wish a very happy birthday to Kim Smith and everyone else who is celebrating a birthday this week. Let's send out some love, light, and healing energy to all those who need it. We all know someone who might be struggling right now, whether it's financially, in a relationship, career-wise, health-wise. So let's send out some love, light, and healing to all of those people. And let's also include Robin McGuire and her son, Carol Ann Carey's daughter, Carrie, G. Brian Benson, Veronica, Holly and her family, Kim, Maureen, Brandon, Jamie, and Jackson, and to all those who are in need. I hope you can join us this Saturday at 8 p.m. for the Spiritual Message Circle. For a donation of $20, you get a message from each of the show hosts that are present that night. It's a lot of fun. So you really don't want to miss it. If you've never done it before, never checked it out before, Maybe you're a little unsure, just click the link and you can watch the show without getting, a paid reading for yourself. However, let me just tell you that guaranteed you will hear things in other people's messages that greatly resonate with you. So it's a win-win situation, and I hope you will come over and check it out. Can't believe that it's June already, right? June 5th. We've entered this month with some extreme waves of energy. Just the going up and down, and we've been riding these waves all year long. So how are you guys dealing with it? Has it been rough? Has it been easy for you? Have you noticed this energy different than the last time? What are some observations that you have noticed? Hello, Lenka. Hello, Robert and Richard. I forgot Richard. Hello, Richard. Something that I have been seeing people struggling with, and this is something that's really important too, is balance in our life. It's important for us to focus on balance. Keeping yourself and your life in balance. It makes it much easier to navigate this energy. Sometimes if we're not paying attention, or even if we are paying attention, these crazy waves of energy can just knock us right out of balance. And just like lately, thunderstorms we've had, all of a sudden they just like roll in from nowhere. And I feel like that's how this energy is. You could be just fine going along your day, and all of a sudden one of these waves of energy will roll in, and you really, really feel it on every level. Hello, Joyce. Welcome. Nice to see you. And sometimes it can even make you feel like it knocks you right down. Very powerful energy. And I've been hearing from a lot of different people that everyone is experiencing it as very intense energy. So do you recognize when you are off balance? How do you feel when you're off balance? Like for me, usually I feel like something is just off. I can't put my finger on it, but something is off. And then after reflecting on, why do I feel this way? Why am I feeling this kind of energy? Then I'm usually able to figure it out. So how can we keep ourselves in balance? Well, first, we need to recognize when we're feeling unbalanced. We need to pay attention and be mindful of how we are feeling, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. We need to be mindful of that. We need to be mindful of what we're doing. Sometimes these waves can, hit that emotional part of us, and maybe we just break out into tears for no reason, or old things come up and we just start crying. It can really help us to purge a lot of old stuff. And in the process of doing that, you may have some big emotions, right? So just be mindful of all that. Recognize when it is happening to you. Meditation. Meditation can help us stay in balance and keep our focus because it quiets our mind, right? When we're sitting there meditating, we just kind of, clear our head, and it helps us to receive the messages and information that's coming to us, the stuff that's all around us that sometimes we're just too busy to notice. When we sit in that quietude of meditating, then all that stuff can come to us. And you have to make time to relax. Sometimes this is hard for some people, I understand. But we're all busy, right, with our day, trying to get things done all the time. But in order to maintain a set of balance, we have to set aside some time for relaxation. Now, what might be relaxing to me may not be the same thing that's relaxing to you. So, whether it's sitting alone with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, napping, going for a walk in nature, or just laying down and taking a nap, whatever form of relaxation you choose, um, it's going to benefit you and it's for your own good. We have to learn how to relax. Have you ever known someone who really never relaxed? They were just on the go 24/7 until they went to bed. And then they lay there in bed for a long time and can't go to sleep because they haven't had that time to like come down from the day, right? And to just chill and relax. We all need that. And it really does help us to keep ourselves balanced and centered. Now, self-care is very important in keeping us in balance. Because when we're so busy doing for others, we oftentimes forget to do for ourselves. And self-care is not selfish. Not selfish. You have to give to yourself. You have to fill yourself up before you can give to other people. If you don't, you're going to get extremely depleted. And I would be willing to bet that almost every one of you out there, including me, have all done that, where we just give. We don't take care of ourselves. Then we start getting really run down. Then we start getting a little resentful that we're doing all this stuff for other people. And it might not even be because anyone asked you to, but we just do it because, we might know someone needs something or someone needs something done. And then we don't take as good care of ourselves. We get less sleep. We eat on the run because we're so busy. And then our immune system starts to compromise us and we become ill. This is the time when the universe is saying, now you have to rest and take care of yourself. You should have listened to my nudges. I've heard this so many times from the universe too, because I would just, go until I was so exhausted, like so tired you couldn't even eat. You just, as soon as you lay down, you pass out. No, this was years ago. I don't do that anymore, but um, but we all know that's what happens. And the universe will start to tell us, you need some more rest. You need to get better rest. You need to do this, and we'll ignore it, and we'll keep ignoring it, and we'll keep pushing and pushing and pushing ourselves until we become ill. And we need to start doing these things to take better care of ourselves before that happens. And we know that the universe sends us these messages, these hints, these nudges, reminding us to take better care of ourselves, but a lot of time we just don't listen. When we don't listen, the universe will send a stronger message and another until we finally have to listen, because that by that time we're so depleted that now we're ill. Sickness has shown its ugly head, a dis-ease, and so now we have no choice. We don't have the energy to do. We don't have the energy to go. We have to, take really good care of ourselves. And have you ever known? Oh, I'll tell you that later. Another thing too is we have to prioritize. Prioritize. You don't have to get every single thing done that is on your to-do list right now. Don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. And this is coming from someone who used to do that. I used to all the time. If I had my to-do list and, my personal deadline was, this weekend, it would be done. Do or die, it would be done. Not anymore. List the things in order of importance and focus on one thing at a time. It's all going to get done. Don't get overwhelmed with how large that list is. Because everything will be completed exactly when it's supposed to be, in divine time. That's not our human time. Just trust divine timing is perfect, and leave it at that. Things will get done. When you stress yourself out, when you focus on you're so overwhelmed, that kind of creates like a block, a barrier to you actually getting these things done. So don't stress out about it. Don't become overwhelmed. Just prioritize what's the most important thing that needs to be done right now, and go from there. And you would be amazed when you do that how much quicker and more efficiently you can get things done. Now, make sure you are getting enough sleep and enough rest. Oh, my nose is itchy. That is very, very, very important. Do you know why you sleep more when you're sick or not feeling well? Because when you're sleeping, that's when your body is healing. It's healing. And our bodies are so intelligent that they know this, even though we might not know it up here. Good night, Richard. Have a great night at work. Thank you so much for stopping by. And now, like, remember when we were young, and we think it was so cool to stay up all night, or, stay up half the night watching TV, talking to our friends on the phone. But the next day we would pay the price because we would be dragging butt all day long, no matter what. So get the sleep and the rest that you need. Your body will thank you. It's amazing how much better you feel when you have an adequate amount of sleep. And that is so true. I have found that to be very true for me. And stay present. Live in the moment. Don't focus on the future. Live in the now, right now. This moment is all that we have right now. And be mindful of that. Be present. Don't split your focus on what is happening tomorrow or dwell on something that happened yesterday. Focus on being in the moment. And being in the moment helps us to focus on gratitude. Be grateful for everything that you have. Be grateful for all of the wonderful people in your life. Be grateful for your home. Be grateful for all of the blessings that you have and all those that are coming. And be grateful for yourself. Be grateful for yourself and all the wonderful things about you. When we have an attitude of gratitude, we focus on what we have, not what we don't have. And this attitude brings us into the moment because we're thinking about what we're grateful for now. We're not thinking, oh, I'm grateful 2 weeks from tomorrow when I go on my vacation. Or I'm grateful that 2 years ago, I found a $20 bill on the ground. We are grateful in the moment. We are grateful for right now. And that is one thing that can always bring us to the present moment is gratitude. Always. And all of these things, and there's many more things too, that help us to stay in balance. We need to balance our life on every level. Because you know what it's like. Think of a scale, and you put some feathers on this side of the scale, like one of the, the kind of scale I'm talking about. I don't remember what they're called, but put some feathers in this one, put a rock on this one, it's going to be very imbalanced. When we get these energy waves and they knock us off of our center, that's what it's like. So we have to bring it back into balance. So stay centered, Maintain your balance. Just keep riding those energy waves as best as you can. And I'm going to tell you something else that's really been helping me a lot. Like, I'm big on staying hydrated. I'm big on using the Celtic sea salt. But lately, like, I watch the Schumann resonance, and you can see when it's going up. A lot of times you'll see the where it's, I don't know what it's called. I can't think. Where it's you can see in the picture that it's like arcing or whatever, and there's an influx of white light. So you know that thing's going to shoot up shortly. I've been drinking extra water. I've been very vigilant about drinking my water. And it makes a huge difference in my body. It keeps my body cooler, for one thing, because one way that all this energy really affects me is that I feel heat through my body. I don't know if it's like just like heat running through my chakras or what it is. Not heat like if you touch my forehead, I feel like I have a fever, but just heat, just like it's coming up through my body. And I remember reacting to it this way last year too. So I stay very warm. So when I continue with the extra water, staying extra hydrated with my salt, it cools my body better. And it helps me to be more comfortable. Because if you constantly feel like you have heat running through your body, it's not very comfortable. It's like you're always just trying to get cooled off. So the water has really been helping me. Sarah says, I've been balancing myself by working in the garden. That's my peace. Oh, I love that. Working in the garden. How fun. Yes, and you get to be out there in nature and everything. That's awesome. And we all have to find, what works the best for us. So just think that everyone is experiencing this energy. Everybody is, right? Now, we're all individuals, so we're all experiencing a little bit different. But be mindful of things that are going on energetically. Sometimes like I walk outside at night when it's dark, and you can just feel like in the neighborhood, in the area, whatever, it's very calm, peaceful. That there's other times you can walk outside and you can hear maybe people fighting or loud cars racing down the streets or whatever. And energetically, both of those each feel differently. So be mindful of that. Start noticing these things. Just like when you walk into a room where maybe two people have been fighting. You ever hear that expression, boy, you could cut the air with a knife in this room. It's the energy that you're feeling. It's the energy. And I remember hearing that expression when I was very young and never clicked that that's what it was it was the energy. But we've all experienced that. So all of this energy that's going on, we know what's going on. We know some good ways to deal with it, to help our bodies, to help us with our healing. But imagine all the people out there that don't have a clue. I just can't even imagine if I not having a clue. It would be so overwhelming. I mean, they must feel like, these are their last days, because I can only imagine how massively it affects some people's bodies. And it's so powerful. And it's really kind of cool that every single person is experiencing this if they're on this earth. But we all experience it differently because we're all on different journeys. And it depends on where we're at on our journey. Because some people, it's causing them to wake up to their truth, right? Now, we had that wake-up call, previously. And we know how hard that was and how profound it was. So just imagine if you were going through that now with all of this energy. I mean, it'd be mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing before, but it seems to me like with all this energy, it might be a lot more intense for people. And also, other people, they're leveling up, right? It's helping them to heal and shed a lot of stuff, and they're leveling up. And it's causing some people to change their focus. And maybe they realize now and change their priorities because they're starting to realize that what they thought was important all these years is not what's truly important for them. Joyce said, I was up last night hot and the AC had it really cool. I couldn't sleep. Yes, I can relate. I wake up a lot at night because I get too warm. Um, well, I used to have that problem really bad, and I couldn't even lay on my hands because my hands were too hot. Um, and I think that as we experience that energy, it works our way within us. I don't want to say through us because I don't feel like it's gone, but I feel like we kind of absorb it. We kind of absorb it. And it's one of those things that helps us heal, helps us develop more of our gifts, helps us realize different things we want to do, realize our purpose. Hello, Robin. Oh, well, yes, like Tiffany said, drive safely, Robin. And the energy is very powerful. Okay, I was just writing down a couple names before I start having to go back. So just remember, however it is affecting you, it is for your best and highest good. Your best and highest good. Sometimes it can be hard to, believe that when you're experiencing it, but it really is. And for me as well, I do stay busy during the day, with my grandkids and stuff. And it's like there's always something going on with them. So I have to purposely some days make myself be mindful of everything, not just, what I'm doing at the moment, but make sure I know what's going on all around me. If something feels off, if there's a message that I'm hearing, whatever it might be. So just be more mindful. Mindful. I like that word because to me, it sounds so much more powerful than just saying, pay attention, be mindful, be mindful. It just sounds so kind. But, you don't want to miss out on any messages that might be coming your way by not paying attention, because we get messages from so many different places. So many. Trying to think of what else. So I had told you guys about how Judy loves to go outside and listen to the birds, and she'll talk to the birds. And she's also got this favorite dog in the neighborhood. It's a little Chihuahua. Well, it's not so little. It roams the neighborhood, and it could be that every house it goes to, it gets fed. I'm not sure. But this dog, the first few times it would come by our house, it would just growl, and bark at you. Not growl, but bark at you. And so Judy's the one that she's always up there. Oh, here, little doggy. Come over here. Hi, doggy. And I'm like, no, we're not going to welcome strays that we don't know. Because I always see this dog barking at people. And sure enough, the dog comes. And not super close. It's very sketchy of people, it seems like. I mean, this dog could just be a homeless dog. I don't know. And then after that, here and there, you can be sitting on the porch and look up, and it's right there on the sidewalk, right next to the porch. And a couple of times it just scared the crap out of me because I never saw it come up there. And so she asks about this dog if she doesn't see it for a couple of days. She talks to it all the time. She just thinks it's the cutest thing. So we went outside last week. I think it was Thursday or Friday after I had done my show, or else I would have told you guys this last week. We walk outside, and I can see down the street, a few houses down, there's like 8 or 10 huge birds. I'm looking over there. I'm like, oh, those are vultures. I'm like, hey, Judy, look at these birds. They're big birds. And she looks over there and she's like, wow. And you can see they're doing something like in the road right up by the curb. She goes, what are they doing? They're eating. She goes, well, what are they eating? And I explained to her what vultures do. And she's like, oh no. So for like 3 days, we did not see that little dog. And Judy didn't put it together, but me and my son started thinking, I hope that's not what the vultures were feasting on. And sure enough, it wasn't. Um, the next day, Judy saw her little dog and was all happy, but she hadn't have thought, that that's what it was. But she was shocked to find out what those vultures were doing. But they were some big birds, let me tell you, big birds. We also, so Judy's got her favorite dog. She loves the birds. We have this lizard that probably comes on our porch every single day and has for like probably 2 years. She has she likes roly-poly. She catches them all the time. And then she lets them go. Not sure about that one. And now we have these little worms, or not worms, but caterpillars. So I do know that Texas has some poisonous caterpillars. So whenever I see one, I always look it up to find out what it is. So we have these little tiny ones. They're probably like an inch long. And let me tell you, they've been everywhere, like everywhere. And I have not seen these before since I've lived here that I can recall. And you're just seeing them everywhere. They're on the ceiling, on the porch. I saw one on the front door, on the outside. On the chair outside, just everywhere. So my grandson Brandon was here, spent a few days, and we saw them outside, so he looked them up. And he told me what they were called, but I don't remember. Because we were thinking we could put this in Judy's little bug thing and, watch it spin its cocoon and all that and turn into a beautiful butterfly. Well, it's a moth. So since it's not going to do any of its transformation till like late July, it said, maybe August, we decided against that. So come August, we're going to have lots of moths in the neighborhood. But I just thought it was kind of cool that this child loves like everything she sees, she doesn't care. She doesn't care if it's a bug, if it's an insect. So I think that's awesome for her at her age. A lot of kids that age are, afraid of bugs. But I think that's great. And I love nature, so maybe she just gets it from me. She hugs the tree on a daily basis. She loves to hug the tree. Harley used to hug the tree too. They're like the two, like they would do it all the time. But she'll always ask me, Grandma, can I go hug the tree? Sure. Grandma, can I go pick a flower? Sure. And it's so funny, when kids see flowers outside, these are like the ones that grow kind of wild, and they're probably some kind of a weed. I don't know, but they look pretty because they flower. And she'll always want to pick one. And I try to explain to her that when it's in the ground, it gets its nourishment, it gets the sunshine, it gets the water, blah, blah, blah. And that's what helps it to grow. Once you pick it, it starts to die. And even if you put it in water, it does not last that long. And that's a hard one for her to grasp, I think, because she'll usually tell me, she'll pick a flower in the morning and she'll see it later in the day. And she's like, Grandma, it's dying. I know, honey. And I'll explain it to her again. So children just see it and they're like, oh, it's beautiful. I just want to capture it and keep it forever, not realizing what really happens to it once they pick it. I want to go ahead and give some messages. So if you would like a message, please let me know. I'm going to shoot back up here and see if I hit up everybody. Robert, I got Robert. Richard. Sarah. And you know, it's really funny. My little dog, I'm sure you can hear her having her little hissy fit in the back. So now I'm starting to think that what she's really doing is playing me. Because I'm always trying to get her to go. I'm always trying to shh, go lay down. She'll start like midway through the show, and she'll start this. And in order to quiet her, I usually throw her a little treat. Well, I think she's wise to that now, and she's doing it, so I'll throw her a treat. That's what I'm thinking. She's playing me. But I don't know. All I know is she apparently has a lot to say. And I will tell you that it's not only during my show. When I take her outside and she's ready to go in, she'll sit there and until I take her in. When she wants to go to bed, she'll sit there and do the same thing till we go to bed. You're very welcome, Robin. Okay, Robert. I'm going to quit shuffling and pick you a card. So I'm not really sure. I have seen videos of different animals on social media where it actually sounds like they say words. I don't know if she thinks I'm just talking too much and not talking to her. Like she's not getting enough attention or something. Robert, what do we have for you? First card I got for you is to be the powerful presence of peace. Oh, and it's a very pretty and peaceful picture. Oh, excuse me. I hope that doesn't make all of you yawn now. That would be so funny. It says, give all your worries and cares to God, for he cares about you. So be the powerful presence of peace. And you know, when you are calm and you are standing in your truth and you are in that peaceful place, everybody around you sees that. And they don't even have to be looking at you to see it. They feel it. They sense it. They experience it. And it rubs off on people. You know, just like when, if you're in a room with someone, say you're watching a movie, and there's a funny part, but you don't really laugh that much. But one person is laughing hysterically, and they keep laughing and keep laughing and keep laughing. A lot of times it's contagious, and everybody else starts laughing. And they might not even know why they're laughing, but they are. So the energy that you put out is contagious. Absolutely. So staying in that beautiful place of peace is very powerful, not only for you, but for the people around you. Now, the other card I got for you is divination. And it says, embrace your power of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situations with crystal clear clarity. Now, check out that card. Okay, that writing on it is white. And with the light up here, it was very hard to read that. So they're saying that it's very strong right now, especially strong right now. And that could be a lot to do with this energy. So tap into that. Absorb some of that energy. And it says that you have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Sometimes we're not able to see our situations very clearly because we're in the middle of them. And our desire for what we want can clog what we see. It's kind of like fogs up the glasses. But they're saying that you have the gift to see things clearly for yourself, for your situation. So honor that gift, Robert. Use that gift. Brighten your love light. Allow your inner glow to reveal itself to the world. When you're standing in your truth, when you are living your truth every day, when you are in that place and you are feeding all of that to yourself, right? That does bring up your love light. It allows you to glow brighter and more beautiful or beautifully. So do that. I love that word. It says reveal that to the world. And it's talking about, and then all of your peace, spreading your peace. Be an example to others. I believe that you are, but I'm saying, really be that one. Be the person that you would be proud to have others look up to. Be the person who is doing what they desire, not living by everybody else's rules. Okay, so I hope that resonates with you, Robert. And let's see, now I have Richard. New beginnings, Richard. And it says, the fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. Oh, I love this. New beginnings. Okay, so what seeds have you been planting, Richard? What new ideas do you have or have been coming to you? Because you need to take those. And it's almost like it's almost like incubating them. Give them time to what's the word I'm looking for? Give them time to grow. Nurture them, just like you would a baby. And after a while, after you feed this idea, you nurture this idea, you give it lots and lots of energy and focus, you are going to birth this idea. And guess what? Humanity needs your gifts now, Richard. So this is something I feel that you need to be working on. Whatever your idea is, because it's going to come to fruition. Just like a baby takes 9 months till it's born, ideas do also. It's not usually like you get an idea one day and the next day, you see the final product. It takes time to incubate, time to grow till it's ready. And then it just comes out all on its own. So that's really exciting. Oh. Okay. Sarah. I've got you down, Joyce. Sarah. Oh, I guess I didn't even realize that I got my fairy cards out. Because I was thinking, why aren't all these fairies showing up on here? I didn't even realize it. Okay, Sarah. Oh, wow. Okay, it says wish wisely. And it says, use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. How beautiful is that? So, what is a wish? A wish is a thought. A wish is that intention that you put out to manifest. A wish is a prayer. A wish is a spell. I mean, it just depends on how you see it. So, wish wisely. Focus on what is the most important at this time. That's where you want to put all of your energy and all of your focus. And accept yourself for everything that you are, because you are truly amazing. Um, you're, you're so much more, I feel, than what you believe you are. I feel like you have come into your own as far as like learning how to love yourself and taking better care of yourself. But I also feel like you still haven't scratched the surface to how magnificent you are. So do that, Sarah. Do that because you are. And knowing like that you're amazing or that you're wonderful, that is not a conceited thing. It's not like, oh, I know I'm wonderful and nobody else is. No, we all are wonderful. We all are amazing and we're all beautiful in our own way. In our own way. And what makes one person amazing, it's something different for the next person because no two of us are exactly alike. Okay. Joyce. You got your Joyce. Joyce. See what comes up for Joyce. Oh, wow. Wow, how perfect. Okay, Joyce, this is Lost and Found. And it says, what was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the Lost and Found fairy. Sometimes she can help me find things we never even realized were lost. Wow, that's pretty exciting. That sounds like something that you thought you lost a long time ago is going to come back around and resurface. Um, I know this happened with, I think it was a crystal recently, but I feel like this is something bigger. Um, but I love that it says that the lost and found fairy, sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. So, I feel like this might be something within yourself. Maybe this is part of your healing, Joyce, some of your, part of your healing process. Um, maybe there's a part of you that you feel that you lost a long time ago that you're going to tap back into, like your inner child. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe there's something you thought you lost along the way, but it's been there all along, and you're going to reconnect with it. And the other card that I pulled for you, it says, we only have this moment right now. Love in the moment, live in the now. What lovely cards those are, Ruth, you may ask. Well, let me just tell you about them. These are my cards that I designed. These are the transformation. I think my transformation cards, possibly. I don't even know because the name's not on them. And you can get those for yourself. You can go find out about those on my website. They're all different quotes and stuff from some of my books and that. Um, And I love these ones. I think they're pretty cool. Oh, that was Joyce. Okay. So I hope that resonates with you, Joyce. And Lenka. Let's see what we have for Lenka. Sarah said, "Aw, thank you so much. Beautiful messages, very much needed as well." Awesome. Lenka. Okay. Ooh. Protect your dreams, Lenka. Protect your dreams. And it says, "You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them." Nice. Protect your dreams. Sometimes it's like when we have a dream, maybe it's something that we really desire to do, and we think about it all the time, but we don't want to tell other people. Now, sometimes in the past, maybe we've told other people, this is my ultimate dream. This is what I really want to do. And people would just be really negative and shoot it down. So over time, we learn to kind of keep things to ourselves until, they come into fruition or they're well on their way. Because you don't want any kind of negative energy attaching to your dream. But you are in control of what you desire. You are in control of your dream. You are the guardian of your dream. So know that your dreams and your desires are very precious, Lenka. And only you can decide when you release them. You are whirling sparkles of love and light energy dressed in human form. Swirling sparkles of love and light energy. Yes, you are. And I know we all are. We're all that love and light. And we're just wearing, this human body as like we would clothes. And when our journey is done here, we'll just take this off and, move on to the next part of our journey. Joy said, "Thank you so much. The cards fit a lot of things going on lately, especially in my thoughts and dreams." Awesome. Awesome. Robin McGuire. What do we have for Robin? Robin. Ooh. Okay, the first card you got is the Healing Fairy. The Healing Fairy. And it says, "Now is a time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you." And we all do have that natural ability. And I will say that, oh, that picture is just so pretty. Just like sometimes we're the teacher, sometimes we're the student, sometimes we're the healer, sometimes we're the one being healed. Now, when we are used to always being the one to do the healing, to, do that for others, sometimes it can be very difficult for us to sit back and accept that healing from other people. But it's important to. We have to keep that open, that openness of the give and take. I can remember when my dad was ill, and one of the hardest things for him with his illness is, it started to debilitate him, and he was the one that was always doing for everyone else, for his mom, for his kids, for his grandkids, for his wife, for his brother. I mean, always. And he had now become the person who had to be taken care of. And I mean, it really crushed him. But, we talked to him and told him, you've always been the giver of all this stuff. Now it's your turn to receive. It's your turn to receive, all of this love and this care. And I think that might have made it a little easier. But many of you out there that are listening, and you, Robin, are used to being the one to be the giver. You have to equally receive as you give. Whether it's healing, whether it's love, whether it's compassion. It's like a revolving door. And Robin, everything happens exactly as it is supposed to, and all in divine timing. Everything. I know sometimes we don't like to remember that because we want things to happen more quickly. That's that human part of us. And that is okay. But we just have to learn to be more patient. If patience is something that, someone out there is working on, and you don't have children or grandchildren, get a puppy. Get a puppy. It will really help teach you patience. Okay. Robin said, wow, I am healing. Yes, I do for everyone else. I am learning to receive. Thank you. Spot on for everything. Awesome, Robin. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Okay, Tiffany, we got a really beautiful fairy card for you, and it's protection. And this is like pretty awesome. It says, the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring. With a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. What I love about this is it's the magical fairy ring, because I totally see you like in the center of this ring, and all of their love and protection just flowing to you. So I love that. I love that. It's such a pretty card. I'm gonna muzzle you, dog. And the other card I got for you, Tiffany, love is the highest vibration. And don't we know that? Definitely. And the more you love, the higher that you do vibrate. Absolutely. So I hope that resonates with you, Tiffany. I hope hope there wasn't anybody else that I didn't get. Tiffany said, "Oh, love that. Yes, we have many fairy rings outside. Awesome. That's so cute. Oh, you guys are welcome. Because I'm always hoping that we'll see some of those, because I know that the kids will get a kick out of that. The little, the fairy circle with the mushrooms. A couple of times I've seen that. I mean, it was a perfect circle. Pretty amazing. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. And if you're not doing anything Saturday, come on by and check out the Spiritual Message Circle, because we would love to have you there. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Try to stay grounded and centered and balanced. I love you all. Good night, everybody.